Alright, so this is gonna be a pretty interesting video. If some of you guys can't tell, we're in a pretty weird position right here. Just with this whole thing going on, but let's just get right into it. What's going on, guys? You got Techno here, and we're here with GBA D-League Finals versus Zazo and his Detroit Butterfrees. Now, yeah, I made finals. What? You guys haven't seen any videos from me because my computer just completely fucked itself over, so I really apologize for that. But fortunately, my two opponents are two very good content creators. Goldoa, you guys probably saw his video, as well as Leo's. So that's probably all totally fine with you guys anyways. But yeah, sorry about that once again. But here we are with our finals video, and yeah, so this has been a really interesting playoff run, and I'm thinking maybe it'll just get even more interesting if this continues, because basically Zazo, if you guys don't know him, he's one of the best players in the community, retiring after this game, guaranteed, but he's also kind of really whack. Like, he does a lot of fucking whack shit, so I personally don't mind it. I think it's funny. I love the guy. But that's just something to keep in mind with him. He is definitely not your normal dude in terms of like his shit posting, as well as just the way he approaches a lot of situations in this community. That being said, going into this battle right here versus his team, Tom actually told me I didn't have to upload this, which is why there's kind of minimal effort, but I thought it would be necessary for me to actually put up a video like explaining exactly what has happened. Anyway, so Zazo was immediately trying to bend the rules in terms of playing me. The first thing he wanted to do was, this was understandable, he wanted to do a best of 3 versus me to determine the winner of the GBA D-League. I thought that would have been a cool idea. Unfortunately, it was rejected, and basically my whole stance on this was just doing whatever I was told to do by Tom. He is the commissioner of the league. So if anything happened there, I would not disapprove of it. Wanted to play on Pokemon Showdown. Tom didn't want to do that, so I decided I would play on Wi-Fi. But he did have Wi-Fi issues just before we got the teams genned, and we were just like, fuck it, let's just play on Showdown. Unfortunately, I had the team on my phone, and it didn't save, so I'm just going to do a quick rundown of the team, actually, before we go into that. So we've got a Sticky Webs Masquerain with a Quiver Dance, Ice Beam, and HP Fire. I really expected the Ferrothorn in this match, but it didn't come, so that's annoying. I have a lot of prep for that thing, but it's all totally fine. We've got a Electrium Z, Nasty Plot Raichu. We've got a Protective Pads, Power Up Punch, Azumarill for the Ferrothorn. Still kind of under the weather, if I didn't mention anybody. I am under the weather right now, so that's why my commentary and my voice is so weird at the moment, so sorry about that. We've got our Aerodactyl with Stone Edge, Fire Fang, Ice Fang, Toxic. I don't know why I didn't run Stealth Rocks on that thing. I just kind of blanked out that I didn't have Stealth Rocks on the team, so yep, juiced. We've got Sub, Dragon Claw, Hidden Power Fire, Roost, Kyurem Black, and we've got Sub, Calm Mind, Psyshock, Hidden Power Fire, Jirachi. Now, I wasn't really going into this battle expecting to win, but at the same time, I did want to put up a good fight for Zazo right here, so that was my main goal going into this. I kind of thought like he had a pretty big matchup lead versus me, so I'd have to bring some whack shit to win. And just look at the team he was brought. If I don't get at my if I don't get at my Sticky Webs, I'm just completely fucked. And also, the Talonflame is just really annoying for my team, so I don't know how I'm gonna deal with that. I gotta kind of like pull out some big guns here, big plays if I want to have a shot at winning this game, but let's just see what happens here. So I decide, okay, even if he leads off with Talonflame, which I know he will, I'm fine leading off with Masquerain, because if he doesn't, I'm in such an advantageous position that that's just so worth it to me. If I lead with Masquerain, my Aerodactyl is just such a great mon this game, so he does, unfortunately, though, lead off with a Talonflame. Now, I automatically know he's going to go right for a taunt right here, so I'm going to go into my Aerodactyl, as he does just go right for the taunt, and that's really fine. Now here, I definitely debated clicking Ice Fang, but I decided, I thought he'd think I overpredict. In previous battles I've had with Zazo, he's definitely noticed that I tend to make a lot of bold predictions, or like predictions early game that don't even necessarily have to be made, but would definitely put me in a much more advantageous position. It's one of the reasons that I got like basically 1v1 by a Ferrothorn versus him in this one tournament we were in. I just kept predicting him to switch out, and that didn't happen. He didn't bring Ferrothorn, luckily, so that's not going to happen again, so that's good. But yeah, I thought he'd just maybe stay in and get off a Will-O-Wisp, so I just clicked Stone Edge, and yep, that's going to do relatively nothing to this thing, but I know Ice Fang should do a lot based on the damage I did, so Ice Fang, that's 26%, and that's actually pretty ironic, especially considering what happened last week. If you guys saw the battle versus Leo, because you guys will see in just 1 second what I mean by that, but Talonflame gonna come in, very bold play on his part, coming out on the Ice Fang, but you guys, I know his intentions here. The fact that he got this burn right here is really unfortunate though, because this basically just cripples my best mon at winning, and I'm just like, okay, well this is probably a loss. I had fun in the GBA League, but that's just how it be sometimes. Obviously, this wasn't a bad play, though. You guys will see his intentions right up here. He's going to go into the Crocodile, and you guys will see it's on 26%. Probably just a 1 HP from this berry he's going to get right here with the Ice Fang that I predict him to come in on. Just like last week, where we had all that shit with Leo. You guys all probably saw that game. I thought my perspective on that, since I didn't actually upload my game, is yeah, that just completely sucked for Leo. But at the same time, I'm sure people were excited to not see Leo in another finals, because that's just boring. He's always in finals, so like whatever. It's all good. Anyways, so Ice Fang gonna come out here. He gets a Spiggy Berry, and I'm like, okay, now I guess I can just Toxic this thing, help out for the Jirachi later on. Getting this thing weakened is really key for my Jirachi coming up, so I'm definitely looking forward to doing that. As he goes for the Stone Edge, and it does a lot, but it's not enough. As I'm just going to Ice Fang, and he's going to go for Earthquake, predicting me to click the Roost right here. He did reveal to have Iron Tail after the game, so I'm not sure why I didn't just click that, but at the same time, I guess it doesn't really matter. As I'm just going to Stone Edge here, maybe thinking that Talonflame's going to cheekily come in, which I don't think would make any sense. If he went into Mawile, I was fine with that. Getting off any damage would be pretty okay. As now we're going to make a trade. He gets up Rocks, though, which is really annoying. I don't have Defog on this team. My team just kind of juiced this week. As I'm going to go into the Raichu, as he's going to go back into the Talonflame. Now, I really thought he'd think I'm Scarf here, but he's actually just Flame Plate, Flare Blitz. That crit did not matter any way I put it. I had a lot of bulk, but that still didn't matter. It's Flame Plate anyways, so Adamant and just destroyed me every time. So I'm like, okay, Azumarill come in, and click Aqua Jet, please don't get the burn. And he does not, luckily, but I'm like, okay, now it's just kind of over, I feel, because Zapdos can come in and just do a lot of damage to my entire team. Plus, I really feel like he's going to predict me to go into my Kieran Black right here, and click the Volt Switch, so I don't really think I can do anything about that. Sticky Webs are important, getting up versus Mawile if I want any chance at winning, so I can beat down the Garchomp and the Heracross with something. So I know I can't just go into that. He goes for Substitute, and I'm like, okay, Mawile is probably going to come in here, so what I can do is my best move to hit that thing is a Superpower, so I can click that. This was just a misplay. Like, this is just so stupid. I should have definitely just clicked Play Rough and have not been in the position I'm about to be in, as now I go into the Jirachi, and he is going to go for Agility, and I'm like, okay. So this is where the battle gets interesting. So you guys gonna see, he is going to just casually click Baton Pass, and I'm going to become your GBA League champion, because that is not allowed. And yeah, essentially, I'm pretty sure that with the way that this all fucking went out, they're deciding to just make me the champion, which, I thought, yeah, so he brings an illegal set for his last game in League format, and just says, fuck it, and, yeah, I'm speechless. Anyways, he just goes into the fucking Garchomp. This is just the wackest shit. So Action's gonna come out here, and I'm like, okay, he goes for ST. Now, at the time of playing the game, I didn't even fucking realize that was illegal. So I'm just like, okay, well, I lost. So he goes for Sword Stance, but little do I know, nothing that really matters here even matters, because I expected him to go for Dragon Claw here, but he actually just goes for Tectonic Rage, which was fine, because now my best play is just to go into my Kieran Black and hope that he can't click the Stone Edge to kill me, or he rather just goes for the Earthquake and doesn't kill me. And that's exactly what happened. So I've still got a shot at winning this game actually, which is pretty fucking bizarre. Alright, so I got interrupted trying to record the rest of this battle, but let's get into it. So you guys see, like I said, I still have a shot at the rest of this game, yeah, I don't know how to feel about considering this a league championship, or what people will consider of this. This is just honestly the wackest way for a season to end, and like I said, like, he just handles shit in this weird way. I think it's funny. I think it's funny the way that he handles these situations, but at the same time, I can understand why some people would get pretty annoyed by something like this. Having such an important league finals come down to shit like this, where he brings in a legal set and wins, is just, like, a lot of people would definitely find it inexcusable. So it makes sense why people are all on his case about all this shit. And here he goes into this thing and he goes for the agility pass to win the game, which was pretty fucking kind of what sealed the deal for him, like, in terms of people being really annoyed at just how this all played out. Honestly, what can you really say about this shit? Like, it's like, I feel like there's this lack of respect in the league community that, while I don't think should be taken too seriously, I think that there's definitely right for people to be annoyed by it. This is kind of a similar situation to what happened in the MPL finals, where there's just this, like, whole, I guess that there's this whole vibe of these people who are just giving off these huge fucking, like, ego trips, like, I don't know what I'm saying in that regard, but, these huge, like, just disregard for everyone else's feelings in terms of this game, because people take this shit pretty seriously, and people worked hard for finals and shit like that. Yeah, so I don't know, like, understandably, like, Zaza was kind of like a disruptive figure to the GBA all season, from what I saw. I never minded it, never really bothered with it, but this has just been a really weird end to what otherwise was a pretty good season. So not really much else to say. I'm glad you guys did enjoy watching my battles. Huge thanks to Tom for letting me come in halfway through the season. Sorry I couldn't get in my playoff games and all that shit. I feel really bad about that. But I think that this was a pretty, just, I don't know what to say about this. Leave in the comments what you think about the situation. And yeah, hope you guys did enjoy this. Even though I wasn't required to upload this, thought it would be nice to. Yeah, I'll just see you guys later. Peace.